Dear Ascending Family, the outer chaos is slowly escalating into the next stages of revealing more pieces of the collective trigger event. Yet for many of us that have been observing the controller agenda unfold and watch its narrative slowly dismantle, the psychological and emotional pressure for those awake to these events has been incredibly intense and sometimes overwhelming. The mainstreaming of Satanism as a social engineering agenda has wreaked havoc on the minds of many people. Young or old have been gravely impacted by the military-grade propaganda and trauma-based mind control transmissions, which will take years to deprogram from, even when the truth and clear evidence of the lies are laid out in front of them. The goal of the controllers always has been to steep humanity in an environment of ongoing lies and massively complex deceptions. The seed of Satanism is lies, in which we can never achieve deep spiritual healing while swimming in those lies. When we knowingly commit acts of deception or we repeat the lies of the mainstream mind control, it erodes our personal and energetic integrity, and as the result, our self-esteem plummets. It is important to realize that if we live in the lie, and we are complicit in perpetrating that lie because of cognitive dissonance, or somehow we tell ourselves that it is all going to be temporary, our sense of self-worth is greatly damaged. This is the general strategy of the anti-human controllers, for they know if we live in lies, if we tell their lies and believe in their deceptions, our subconscious mind will take in those lies as a harmful vibration. Even when we are not fully conscious of that fact, or the individual is not fully aware that they are being used to tell lies to other people based on something they have been told by others, our self-esteem and sense of self-worth can be destroyed deeply within our psyche. Please remember that to help raise your personal self-esteem and hold genuine self-love and personal value connected to your core soul self, you must do your best to live authentically and truthfully, to be true to yourself. Seek truth in all things, and do your best to endure the feelings of discomfort when in the presence of unpleasant truths. Learn to tell the difference between the energies of lies and deceptions and the higher frequencies of truth-telling. When possible, tell the truth that you know from within your heart as kindly and compassionately as you can, in order to be a guide for others, and as a living example that holds value in seeking the truth within all things. This will internally strengthen you in every way. This year, many of you will be called upon to stand up and tell the truth that you know, and this will help guide others through the horrors of awakening to the mainstream deceptions and the crimes perpetrated against humanity, as most everything we have been told as the controlled narrative has been deliberate lies to weaken us, divide us, and condition us into slaves. Thus, during this phase it is suggested to reflect on personal self-worth and self-esteem, and to be honest with clearing out destructive ways by taking an inventory of those ways you can be more loving, kind, and healthy to yourself. You will need this nourishment to build spiritual strength, as in the coming months, the psychological and emotional pressures will shift away from you and onto those newly waking up to the horrible lies that they were told. Those newly awakening will begin to see the painful destruction that these lies have had on innocent lives, those that have been maimed, injured, and killed by those they trusted as an authority or expert. Stand in your neutral core, hold the line as a spiritual love warrior for God and Christ, and in unconditional love, surround yourself every day in that love and truth vibration to power up your personal self-esteem. Self-esteem makes better choices in life, therefore it's critical for you to master.